Welcome back to today's project guide. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install and replace your old blown suspension system with a set of Amazon purchased 24-way adjustable coilovers. I'm going to show you how to do everything from start to finish so you can have 24-way adjustable coilover suspension installed on your 2G DSM. Let's get into it. Alright, we're going to start with the passenger front wheel. We're going to jack her up in the air, take the wheel off, and I'll show you what bolts you're going to have to disconnect to get your old strut out. And also you're going to need to get a couple of sway bar links. You might not need them, but in my case they were all rusted, and it makes the job a lot easier to just cut the old ones off with a saw and replace them with new ones. Never hurts. So let's get this thing up in the air. Alright, once you have your wheel pulled off of the car, there's going to be 3 bolts that you need to take out. You're also going to have to disconnect this bolt right here, which is a 17 millimeter. That's your sway bar link. Just the top needs to be taken off. Right there on the back of the fork, this bolt is a 17 millimeter. You're going to probably want to hit it with some penetrant to get it out. And that's going to actually release your shock. Now, before you can get the shock out, your factory one, you're going to have to also disconnect another bolt down below at the bottom of the fork, which I will show you real quick. Okay, down here on the bottom, you're also going to have to disconnect this bolt right here, which is also a 17 millimeter, and that's going to free up this fork right here and allow you to take out the fork. There's 3 more bolts on the top of the strut tower that have to be disconnected before the whole assembly will come out. You do not need a spring compressor if you're installing a complete coilover or a quick strut assembly. Okay, at the top of your strut tower, there's going to be 3 14 millimeter nuts that you're going to need to take off. One here, and one right here. Once you have those 3 out, your assembly should come out. Alright, one of the 2 things that I wanted to mention, when doing this job, you might run into a little bit of an issue. On the back of the fork, where this bolt, 17 millimeter bolt is, there's actually a space all along the whole back side of this fork where your new shock's going to go into. All it does is pinches the shock base. And I had a lot of trouble getting this shock to slide into the space that was right here. It seemed to be just a little bit too big for the top of the fork. What I ended up doing was taking a chisel basically and sliding the chisel in from the bottom up through the top of the space in the back of this fork, and that allowed me to get the shock started. And then I just connected my lower bolt, my lower 17 millimeter bolt back up, and jacked up the whole suspension here and pressed it back in. One other thing that I noticed was before installing this new coilover, you want to make sure that you check the tension of your high tension spring. You want to make sure it's not too tight or too loose. It should be snug, but you should still be able to spin it. If you grab it with your hand and twist, it should turn. And that's about as tight as you want it to be. And then you want to make sure you lock it in place with this ring right here. There was one other issue that I had with these coilovers, and that was on the passenger front. The pillow ball mount on the top was making an awful grinding sound when I turned. You want to make sure that you grease that part thoroughly before installation, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, in the center of your coilover is the nut that I was talking about. If you look right here, it's covered in grease right now. From the factory, it didn't have anything on it. It was very dry. It was making a really hard grinding sound. It's a 7/8, and after I had everything installed and lowered the car back down and put the wheel back on, obviously, I ended up taking that nut off with an impact gun, greasing the 2 bearings on the inside, and the grinding went away. Alright, so once you have your coilover in, the upper bolts are tightened down on the top of your strut tower, and you tighten up this 17 millimeter at the bottom of the fork. and the 17 millimeter right here on the back of the fork. Then you're going to want to reattach your sway bar link. Make sure all of your bolts are tightened back up so your suspension doesn't come loose while you're driving. Make sure all of these rings are nice and tight and you have your ride height set where you want it. And put your wheel back on. You can lower the front to the ground. Alright, we're at the passenger side rear. This one is a lot easier to do. I would say the backs take about 20 minutes aside, and the fronts took about a half an hour, 45 minutes aside. So this should be a breeze. Okay, now once you get your back wheel off, there's only one bolt that you have to disconnect. Right here is a 17 millimeter. It should come out pretty easy. Hit it with some penetrant if you have to. And once that's off, you can slide it right straight back. Once you get the 17 millimeter bolt pulled out from down below, you're going to come up top into the inside of your hatch, and there should be a cover with 2 Phillips head screws in it that you're going to have to remove. Alright, once you have that cover pulled off, that's going to expose the last 2 14 millimeter bolts right here. Once you take those off, your old shock should drop right out, and then all you have to do is slide your new coilover in place, reaffix these 2 bolts, tighten your one 17 millimeter bolt back in down below in your wheel well, and put this plastic cover back on. Put your wheel back on and you're all set. I just wanted to note that the rear coilovers, once you have your ride height set and you have your spring tension correctly, I didn't find any other issues with them. They went right in like a dream, and so far they've been performing pretty well. Alright, so that's it for my how to install your Amazon purchased coilovers on your 2G DSM. All in all, I bought these right off of Amazon. They came in about a week. They were a little under $400. They went in pretty well, other than the issue with the front fork. They didn't really want to slide in. I had to do a little maneuvering to open up the space in the top of that fork to get the bottom of the front strut mount to slide into it. And the top of the strut in the front on the passenger side, where the pillow ball mount is, it was making some grinding, and a little bit of spray, a little bit of white lithium grease took care of that. All in all, they've been driving great. I dropped the car about 1.75 inches. It still drives great on the street. It's my daily, and I haven't had any issues other than that, so I definitely recommend them for under $400. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully this helps somebody out. Until next time.